Africa, the second largest continent, is bounded by the Mediterranean Sea, the Red Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean. It is divided in half almost equally by the equator. The continent includes the islands of Cape Verde, Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, and Comoros. Africa's physical geography, environment and resources, and human geography can be considered separately. The origin of the name Africa is greatly disputed by scholars. Most believe it stems from words used by the Phoenicians, Greeks, and Romans. Important words include the Egyptian word Afru-Ika, meaning motherland, the Greek word Africae, meaning without cold, and the Latin word Aprica, meaning sunny. Today, Africa is home to more countries than any other continent in the world. These countries are Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, South Sudan, Chad, Niger, Mali, Mauritania, Senegal, the Gambia, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Côte d'Ivoire, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin, Nigeria, Cameroon, Central Africa Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Angola, Namibia, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Uganda, Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia, Djibouti, Eritrea, and the island countries of Cape Verde, Madagascar, Mauritius, Seychelles, and Comoros. The African continent has a unique place in human history. Widely believed to be the cradle of humankind, Africa is the only continent with fossil evidence of human beings, Homo sapiens, and their ancestors through each key stage of their evolution. These include the Australopithecines, our earliest ancestors, Homo habilis, our tool-making ancestors, and Homo erectus, a more robust and advanced relative to Homo habilis that was able to walk upright. These ancestors were the first to develop stone tools, to move out of trees and walk upright, and most importantly, to explore and migrate. While fossils of Australopithecines and Homo habilis have only been found in Africa, this human movement or migration plays a key role in the cultural landscape of Africa. Geographers are especially interested in migration as it relates to the way goods, services, social and cultural practices, and knowledge are spread throughout the world. Two other migration patterns, the Bantu migration and the African slave trade, help define the cultural geography of the continent. Contemporary Africa is incredibly diverse, incorporating hundreds of native languages and indigenous groups. The majority of these groups blend traditional customs and beliefs with modern societal practices and conveniences. Three groups that demonstrate this are the Maasai, Tuareg, and Bambuti. Maasai peoples are the original settlers of southern Kenya and northern Tanzania. The Maasai are nomadic pastoralists. Nomadic pastoralists are people who continually move in order to find fresh grasslands or pastures for their livestock. The Maasai migrate throughout East Africa and survive off the meat, blood, and milk of their cattle. Africa's history and development have been shaped by its political geography. Political geography is the internal and external relationships between various governments, citizens, and territories. Colonization dramatically changed Africa. From the 1880s to the 1900s, almost all of Africa was exploited and colonized, a period known as the Scramble for Africa. European powers saw Africa as a source of raw materials and a market for manufactured goods. Important European colonizers included Britain, France, Germany, Belgium, and Italy. European powers drew new political borders that divided established governments and cultural groups. These new boundaries also forced different cultural groups to live together. This restructuring process brought out cultural tensions, causing deep ethnic conflict that continues today. In Africa, Islam and Christianity grew with colonialism. Christianity was spread through the work of European missionaries, while Islam consolidated its power in certain undisturbed regions and urban centers. Africans were inspired by their service in the Allies' forces and by the Allies' commitment to the rights of self-government. Africans' belief in the possibility of independence was further supported by the independence of India and Pakistan in 1947. Mahatma Gandhi, an Indian independence leader who began his career in South Africa, said, "I venture to think that the Allied declaration that the Allies are fighting to make the world safe for the freedom of the individual and for democracy sounds hollow, so long as India, and for that matter Africa, are exploited by Great Britain."